love him. I'm taking him home with me. You can have the other one.
Let's go. Almost the weekend. It's Laura Cain After Dark. I'm Laura Cain. Eric Rimmer, my co-host. What is your... Oh, that's cute.
I beg your pardon.
Okay, now that is a decent T-shirt.
Thank you.
It's wholesome.
You didn't like my one from
wholesome.
last week?
With a couch and it's...
And it said I pull out?
I tried not to. I didn't want to really say it out loud, but I thought it was funny.
Well,
actually.
I just did.
It was
Did you?
funny. Yeah. That was producer Brian.
Hi, producer Brian.
Hey.
Okay, so I put out a little post on Instagram and on Facebook. And the post said, ask us anything.
Which means ask Laura anything.
No. Oh, there's a variety of things. And I posted it today. And there are some questions on here that we're going to have to tiptoe around some. But I wrote them all down because they either emailed them, DM'd me, or they commented. So that's how people...
Oh, I didn't even check mine. I don't know if anybody even said anything. I should probably look.
Okay. So we're going to do that. First, I'm going to read you two quick stories. In a recent poll, they asked Gen Zers, or they asked actually everybody. I'm going to tell you what Gen Z said, though. When was the last time you wrote a handwritten letter to somebody?
Does that count as an email?
No. Handwritten, not typed.
Did you have to have mailed it?
Oh my God, I was totally not paying attention. What?
It doesn't say in here necessarily that you had to mail it. No, just it says a letter, a handwritten letter. When was the last time you wrote a letter to somebody?
I think late last year.
Well, then again, Brian again is our 24-year-old, 40-year-old.
Does a Christmas card count?
No, like a real letter with pages on white sheet with lines and.
I can't even remember.
Okay,
high school. I don't know.
9% of the people said that they've written one in the last month, which was the most recent option. And another 21% say that they've written one in the past year. 26% say they're pretty sure they've written one in the past decade. 26% of people say it's been way longer than a decade, and 5% say they've never written a personal letter.
Oh my God.
If that isn't crazy enough, 20% of Gen Zers between the age of 18 and 24
don't know what paper is,
said they've never handwritten a personal letter.
Those people, you know what those people are? They haven't been in a relationship yet.
Love letters.
Yeah. It's not even, and it's not like, oh, that'd be fun. They will be demanded from you at some point. You will have to write one.
That's not true necessarily.
It's true. I don't mean that in a mean way. You better do this or we're done. But it's just there is a pressure that you.
So you felt obligated to write a love letter, or you felt a little pressure to do so? You didn't do this on your own because you wanted to.
I mean,
whatever.
I would say a mix of both.
Okay.
But it's made very clear that would be greatly appreciated, and then it's reminded of you until you go, okay, this is a little bit of an expectation.
Was it greatly appreciated?
Oh yeah.
Okay. And then 2% of people 50 years and older say that they've never written a handwritten letter. But,
wow.
So I have. Okay. Now, here's the latest thing. These are examples of adults being picked last in gym class. These are the equivalent. This is what it feels like as an adult.
Okay.
Getting invited out to be the designated driver. I don't mind that because I'm sober and I understand that.
I've been there, yeah.
I've been there.
What about friends wanting a group photo together and then they hand you the phone to take the photo?
Oh, that happens.
Has that ever happened?
Yeah, because I have the longest arms.
Well, no, you're not in
selfies.
it. Not selfies. We want a group photo. Can you take this picture, Eric? And you're with them.
I feel you just ask a stranger. If you're asked to take the photo, it's usually because there's a clearly defined, maybe it's a meetup or something. It's pretty obvious that you're a little bit of an outlier.
You're still, and you're going to feel kind of I didn't get picked in gym class. That's how you're going to feel, sort of. People talking about party plans in front of you, but not inviting you.
Yeah.
I've heard that happened to me recently.
That sucks.
Everyone going out for lunch at work, but not asking you to join.
No.
Finding out your friends went out on the town without calling you or texting you.
Oh, yeah.
This happened to me, and it shocked the hell out of me. Because I was like, wait, I thought I was part of that group. Mm-hmm. And it really hurt my feelings. I felt really bad. Being at the randoms table at a wedding. Have you ever been stuck with like, I'm the, the step uncle of, his cousin. And then you're the guest of somebody and you're at the random table. Being invited to an event the day that it's happening.
Yep.
When you're the one who always has to drop behind on a path when it's too narrow. So the two can walk together and then you take the back.
If you're third wheeling though, come on, that's expected.
Nobody eating your dish at the potluck?
No.
Has that ever happened to you?
No. I'm a good cook.
I don't think I've ever cooked for a potluck.
No, I've never cooked for a potluck. I've definitely bought things for a potluck, but
sure.
When you've met somebody multiple times, they still say, "Oh, hi, it's nice to meet you."
Oh, yeah.
That happens frequently. And being single for the greater part of your adult life, not by choice.
Nope.
And that would be me at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I might fix that. This is the year of big things.
Yours is slightly by choice because you don't try very hard.
I don't try. I don't have time to try.
This year is going to be big things going into your small things.
Ew. I thought we were doing a night out in the town.
The three of us?
Yeah. I thought we talked about that.
That's right. Yeah.
We had a completely. When are we doing that?
I don't know.
Oh, we got to pick a fun place.
I'm too tired.
No, we'll do on one of your precious days off. But did you bring your paper calendar with you?
No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. I do have it.
All right,
yes.
we'll pick a date. We'll pick a date. Okay, so I put this on Instagram and Facebook. Ask us anything.
I do have a couple.
Okay.
Questions, yes.
Okay. So I'll start. I wrote them all down here. Okay. And some had a name attached to it. Some were anonymous. But this is from Jeff. Big fan. What's your most embarrassing sexual experience? Jeff wanted to know.
Mine?
All of ours. We all answer these questions. It's ask us anything. And he sure did. I think, mine is very salacious.
What? Wow,
I talked about it before.
Oh, I know.
About hooking up with that girl.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, but it was embarrassing because the next morning when I had sobered up and realized, oh my God, I was kissing this girl and we were fooling around. I'm like, what did I do? I realized her license was in my purse. So I had to meet her at the airport as she was leaving, and we didn't even make eye contact.
That's so funny.
It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing.
That might be the best story in that regard ever.
Yeah.
God. What about you? Do you have anything like, did you fart or something?
No.
You got to spill it. This is what the thing is about.
So I was... it was a long time ago. And
2 weeks ago.
No, it was not.
Okay.
It was,
and this never happens, by the way.
No, it was probably 30 years ago. And I was having sex on top of a washer and dryer in a garage. And I hit the button and the garage door went up. And it was...
Are the neighbors out and about?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
boy.
It was a brand new housing development. And the neighbors right across the street were out with family. And
okay. That is
Wait,
bad.
so this was the 90s too.
Yeah.
Satanic Panic too. They probably thought you were like the Antichrist.
Oh, for sure. And I literally, all of a sudden I realized that there was like 8 people staring at us. And I just reached back and hit the button and closed the garage door.
Well, at least you had the wherewithal to do that.
Yeah.
Brian, you don't have to answer this if you don't
I
want
don't
to.
have anything.
Okay. Next question is from Dan.
Hi, Dan.
What do I have to do to get on the show?
Generous donations.
Have sex with Laura.
Okay. Dear Lord.
Now, I'm going to write Dan back. I'm going to say, Dan, tell me your story.
Yeah.
What do you like? What do you do? What would you talk about? And you know what? That is a possibility. You could be on this show. Anybody could.
It's a what?
It's a possibility.
Okay. First time you said it's a possibility. Sorry, that was funny.
There was a skit like that on Saturday Night Live where like this obnoxious kid kept repeating something somebody mispronounced, and it was really annoying.
I love doing that sometimes.
I can't stand that.
It stood out so much. You're like, it's a possibility. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? What?
Stop.
It's funny.
Okay, Julie, and not Julie Alessi, our favorite, another Julie. She says, I want to know, what do you guys all do on your free time?
Oh.
So I'm assuming she means like, what are our hobbies, I guess?
Yeah.
Work.
Okay, besides work, besides doing this podcast, do you
Nope.
hike? Do you
Yep.
shop? Do you
Yep.
read?
Yep.
I do love shopping. God, as I get older, the more I like shopping. It scares me a little bit.
Oh,
So
I love
expensive.
a shopper. I love a guy who's a shopper. Most guys are. You're a shopper too. So, what are your hobbies? What are your hobbies, Eric?
I love to work out.
Okay.
I like to cook. I love to read.
Oh yeah, you do. You're a good reader.
I love to take baths
Okay.
and read. That's why I take baths, because I love to read in the tub. I like to be outside. I love to like hike and walk on the beach and stuff like
Oh
that.
my, you sound like a dating app ad.
Like
You
a
sound like a
Tinder.
chick.
Yeah. And I love to go to places like Free Flight in Del Mar and see the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to do stuff like that.
You love nature.
I
I love
do.
being outdoors. I love surfing. I love hiking and sunsets
Yeah.
and walks
and
on the
cotton
beach.
candy.
So I have various hobbies, but I don't have like a hobby that I do all the time. Like I paint sometimes. I did a needlepoint.
Oh, yeah.
I bought an embroidery kit. I'm going to start that.
You bought floral Legos.
Oh yeah, my Lego set that I made. They're never going to die. So I tinker with little things, and then the rest of my time I don't have much time because I work 6 different jobs, and I'm somewhere always. But I do love watching TV.
You really do.
That I'm sorry, it's not glamorous. It's not really super intelligent. Whatever. I enjoy TV. I enjoy watching things. Sorry.
You're getting old.
No, I've always been this way.
Oh.
I've always been this way.
I do like to sometimes just turn my brain off and watch TV.
Exactly.
I love napping with the TV on. That's great.
Oh.
That's the best nap you'll ever have.
Oh, and then my newest thing, which is probably about a year old now, is listening to manifestation meditation
Oh,
That's not
right.
a hobby.
at night.
The
Every night I
ASMR.
do. No, it's not. That's different.
Oh,
ASMR is people whispering.
so annoying.
This is just people putting you in a meditative state, and then you fall asleep to it, and your subconscious hears all these affirmations. And so you wake up feeling more empowered.
It's a desperation
You
thing.
know, I do that same thing. I put on sometimes I'll lay in bed and I'll put on my YouTube.
with your mouth guard and your other mouth guard.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I sent you a picture of that.
I know that was, and his iPads.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I listened to Judge Judy.
Oh my
that's
God.
I do
He
too.
is
Dear
addicted to her.
Lord.
I loved. Oh my God! I got to tell you.
No,
so I went and
please.
visited my friend Caroline. She was a friend of my mom's, and so she is in an assisted living place, and she's still alive and kicking. Her birthday is next month. I can't wait to see her again. And she was taking me through the place, and every single person was watching Judge Judy.
Really?
It was hilarious. You could hear her from everywhere.
We know where we're putting him when he gets
Oh yeah, I just give me a phone with YouTube and I'll watch Judge Judy all day.
hate Judge Judy.
I freaking love her.
She just it really she appeals to people who take no bullshit.
Right.
It's just bad legal. You know what's funny is that is such a joke of a court. They can't even actually. They have to. The show has to pay all the legal,
Love
not
her.
legal fees, but they have to pay out the damages and the awards.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
it's not like legit. Is what
No,
you're
because
saying.
it's a joke.
Love
She
Judge
was a real judge, though.
She was
Yeah,
And she makes
she makes so
Buttload
much
of
money.
$49 million a year.
okay. Renee says,
Hi, Renee.
I just started listening to your podcast and I love it. I want to know, how did you guys meet?
At a glory hole. Oh, sorry.
Why did that need to come out of your mouth?
Laura must have been in the wrong bathroom. Laura walked in the men's room.
No. Well, Laura and I met years and years and years ago through the Jeff and Jared showgram. And
Like 2007, I want to say.
Oh.
2006, 2007.
Well, we had I used to
Because you've never known me not sober. Have you? Or did you know me not sober?
No, I had never met you until you were sober. I met you after you got out of rehab.
Okay.
Right after.
Okay.
And because I tried to help you find a place to live.
That's
remember?
right. Yes.
And
he wrote me emails, and I thought, this guy is so funny. I've got to meet him. I hope he's hot.
who knew we'd be soulmates?
I know. We really, really became soulmates.
Yeah, we did.
But anyway, continue the story.
And that's how we met. And then right before COVID, it was suggested that we do a podcast, and we laid in my bed, and I pooped during one of the things, and that was the crowning glory.
You left out the magical part. The magical part was I didn't know what Eric looked like.
Oh, right.
And I was in Kensington where I live with my kids. I found a place, and we had just moved in where the kids were playing out on the front lawn. And here comes Eric and another gentleman walking up the sidewalk. And I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I'm like, you're Eric Rimmer. Mm-hmm. I knew it. I had no clue what he looked like. He had never described himself. It was just, I knew. And I'm like, oh my God. And then
were you colossally disappointed?
I was disappointed that you were gay. I was like, oh, no, really? Oh, but okay. We'll still be like great friends, I think.
She's trying to straighten you out, basically.
Oh, no, that is never going to happen. Not with the way he feels about certain things. Anyway, and then he invited me out to dinner with some friends of his. And then so we had a group dinner. And you know what? I got to be honest with you.
Oh, God, I know what story you're going to tell, and don't tell it.
When somebody invites you out to dinner, in my experience, it is implied that they are going to pay for you.
You were not broke this time, so I don't know why.
No. But he invited me to dinner, and I made the wrong assumption. And then the bill came, and we had like split it like 6 ways.
Laura's like, this is insane. I only work at a cushy, most famous,
she's
popular
like, I don't
radio
want to
show
be
in San
your
Diego
soulmate
County
anymore.
But I was just a little thrown back by that, not in a bad way. I was just like, oh. And then
God, she's a snobby rich person.
I know. I must have been a snob.
Yeah, you were so snobby.
If it was me, you would have been paying the entire bill. Because be like, make the rich girl pay for it.
I know.
Make Laura Cain after dark.
Amal, you brought your card, didn't you?
Oh my gosh. Okay. And then how do we meet Brian? We put a
help wanted that.
Yes, we needed a producer because we had a couple of ones that didn't work out. I'm going to be nice, and so I went to Indeed. I didn't realize
I thought it was Craigslist seeking arrangements. Oh.
I thought this was going to be like a sugar thing.
I was shocked when I realized they charged me $200 for that ad.
It was so worth it.
It was worth it but I'm like, wait a minute, what? So then I get a message from Brian, and I'm like, yeah, come on out, see if you like it. Come, No.
She was. She
what'd I say? Oh, shit.
She texted me like the next day or something. She's like, "Can you come tomorrow?" And I was like, "No, I cannot."
Yeah, there were some shenanigans that went on that we needed help fast.
And then I showed up, and she's like, "No, it's tomorrow, the day after." And I was like, "She's like, I texted you." I was like, "Oh, okay." She didn't text me, but
I didn't. No. Oh God!
So I showed up.
Oh God, Cain.
I remembered that. That was awful.
Funny.
I'm sorry. Thank you for coming back.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was funny.
Okay, here's this anonymous. Don't know a name. What happened to that other woman who was on the show? Glad it's just you two now, but I'm still very curious.
There was a fire. Big fire.
How do we handle this one?
I'll handle it.
Well,
Be
Be
nice about it.
Be nice. Be positive.
But then Eric shouldn't handle it.
Okay, I'll handle it.
Yeah. Keep it short.
I will.
Listen, I can be positive. I can handle this.
Can you keep it short?
Sure.
When it starts going a different direction, I'll physically cover his mouth.
What if I just say it? There were
No,
creative
We
differences.
upgraded.
There were creative differences.
Okay, yeah. If it's very vague, but
Yeah,
yes.
there were creative differences.
And she actually, her words were she wanted to focus more on her real job.
Yeah.
And so we said, thank you for
Your service.
For sending
everything you've done.
Yeah. Thank you for sending us Brian.
I know. And then Brian came. Oh my gosh, what an evolution.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
a ray of sunshine
Okay, that one scared me
in
a
a
little
valley of darkness.
Ray of sunshine.
bit. That one scared me a little bit.
Did it?
Yes. This one's from Tom. For Brian.
Oh no.
I'm a fan of the podcast and I like you.
Thanks.
I like your dry humor, and this is for you and you only.
Yes.
Oh no.
This is going to hurt my feelings. I can't, I know this is. And Brian, I'm going to get the question that he put out. I don't want you to say something just to be funny. Can you
just
be honest?
Can you just read the question, please?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Eric's looks and Laura's looks?
This is from Tom.
This is from Tom.
Tom, thanks for the question. Really appreciate you. I don't have a podcast family, but you can be part of my podcast family. Me and Tom, we got a little brotherhood thing going on. Okay, here's the thing. These guys are both old and decrepit, and this is a tough one. And I am prime of my life, good looking, charming, sexy.
Oh boy,
that's a little cringy. Anyways, I give Eric a.
No. Can I stop you right there?
I'll
if you
allow
just
it.
saw him on the street, if you didn't know us and you just saw us and each one of us smiled at you, 1 to 10, boom, go. Be honest.
But we're just judging physical appearance.
Yes.
Because I wouldn't think twice of you guys. No offense.
Well, just play the game. Yes. This is
Okay.
based solely on physical appearance.
This is tough.
Am I wearing
know.
gray sweatpants in this?
No,
Are you
Scenario.
wearing
Oh.
underwear?
you are dressed like I'm
Just
dressed
like
like this. You're just like that.
Okay.
We're walking in and out of a store. We make eye contact.
Okay. I'm going to give Eric an 8. Actually, I'm going to give him a 7.75. I really am not digging his socks today. They're like the Mickey Mouse socks.
Oh.
Or the shoes.
0.25. Yeah. I'm not a fan of his shoe choice oftentimes.
Yeah.
But, okay, Laura. You know what, Laura? I'm going to give you a compliment. I think you look better now than you did 15, 20 years ago.
That.
I do too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That might be the nicest thing
I
he's
feel
ever
like-
said to me.
I feel like your face has almost changed shape, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
I
look
think
better
you look
now.
really good.
And I have wow. Thank you. So give me a number.
So for your
God,
age,
Oh Jesus.
for your age, I'll also give you an 8.
Oh my God.
Sorry, 0.8.
Hey.
My bad, 0.8.
We're hot. We're hot old people.
Hey.
We're hot old. Yeah, we're
Then
old.
again, I don't know how to judge you guys. You're like
I know
2 centuries older than me.
that was really nice. Thank
Was
you.
really nice.
That one was also.
I'll
I was
take that.
scared. I was.
Well,
I'll take it.
I didn't know what to say, so I didn't want to be insulting.
I'm gonna. Thank you. You made the right decision.
I don't care.
Okay, Jackie, what's the weirdest or the worst comment you've ever gotten about the podcast or on social media? I'm assuming, or
Oh, you mean like about ourselves from
Yes.
somebody on the podcast?
or just maybe, yeah. What's the meanest comment you've ever got? What's the meanest comment I've ever got?
Oh my
I'm,
God.
I'm
yours,
assuming on social
yours
media.
could take a year.
I know.
Mine, the weirdest was when we did that challenge where we did like a yoga pose and we wrote down like our goals or whatever. And someone DM'd me and said, "You look really hot dead."
What?
Wait, you look hot dead.
So I did
Like if you were dead?
I had someone take a picture of me where I was doing like a yoga pose and I was up against the wall and I had my eyes closed. And apparently they thought I looked great dead.
That
I
is
don't think
weird.
that's an insult.
I know
though.
it's weird. This is his
Oh,
weird
weird
one.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
My weird one.
Oh.
Is-
Let me guess.
I feel like I can guess.
What?
The
guy
high
who
heel.
the guy who wanted to You just step on him.
Yeah, that was weird.
Fun.
A guy DM'd me, and he said his fantasy was for me to wear stilettos, the highest stilettos, and step on his temple until his brains squirt out the other side.
You know how much money you could make from that?
That would be such a good OnlyFans page.
Yeah, you have a promising career as a dominatrix.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Okay, now, have you ever gotten a weird comment from anybody?
Think so.
All right, now, the worst comment. What's the one that sticks out? I'll tell you mine. When I got my boobs done,
Oh,
I was very open about it because, why not? Who cares? Well, this one woman, I posted a picture of me like out with friends and the girls were on display. And she's like, it was from a woman. And she's like, you got your breasts done. Why didn't you start with your face?
do you remember my response to her?
That's funny, actually, though. Props for the comedic
It's so
humor.
mean. It's funny. What?
Yeah.
I said she did.
That's right, you brat. I've been told I look like a man.
Oh,
I've
God.
been told oh God, there's so many. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so the video that we posted of Eric telling the damn gynecology
Oh my God. This thing has just.
has hit 1 million views. And Brian, you and I are being torn apart.
I had a lot of defenders.
It's
Actually,
funny.
I had a lot of defenders.
I
in the
love it.
comments.
I think it's hilarious. Everybody thinks I'm a Karen. Everybody thinks I'm a wet blanket. Everybody thinks that I'm the worst. And
You
then
were
I'm
getting torn
pissy.
apart.
Well, then they don't understand the backstory.
Yeah. Well, listen, if
my
they
God.
think that about you now, I have a brand new one for you.
Oh no!
So you and our son better buckle up.
After the rest of these,
Yeah.
all right.
Do you want me to just do a little break now and tell you?
No,
Since
let's finish these.
okay.
All right, Brian. What's the worst
Oh, I don't know.
text
I don't
or comment
remember.
you've ever received?
I don't even remember,
One
'cause I
like
don't
shock
listen.
anybody? Any of them shock you or like?
Oh no, the comments. I don't actually pay attention.
You've got to care a little bit.
No.
About something.
Not about the comments. Oh, there's lots of things I care about. Not the comments.
Not the meanest of the mean.
No, who cares?
Well, you haven't.
No,
you
if somebody
received it.
comments about me, I couldn't give when they come at her. I get mad. Like I go after.
I go
people.
Eric Troll Patrol.
Yeah.
I don't care either way. Some random guy or gal sitting on their phone or computer or something, and they're like, "I'm going to say something mean."
Oh my God! Just
That's fine.
Look,
Good. Knock yourself out, man.
look at our video of Eric telling the joke, and look at the comments
Oh my
and
God.
how I'm being torn to shreds. It's so funny. I'm like the biggest Karen
my
on the
God.
planet.
Oh my God.
All right, this
Can't
one
wait.
is nobody's name. What's the cringiest thing on your social media?
Like something that
I guess
follow.
what we've posted, like on our own social media. There's a lot of cringy things. You know what? I have an answer for this. We're gonna harken back to one of the other questions. What happened to the other woman on the show?
Oh yeah.
We used to do little videos. Those were cringy.
Yeah.
Those things are still on my Instagram because I'd never erased anything.
Yeah.
So if you want to go back and see true cringe,
Yeah.
that should be the name of a show, True Cringe.
Yeah.
Then there you go. Okay. Neil.
Remember the time you farted?
What? Yes, because I was laughing. Yes.
Oh my God, that was hilarious.
I did. And it was very, you could hear it. Yes.
Oh, so amazing.
Neil has one that I don't know if you guys are going to have an answer to this, and I don't know if I do but he says, I want to know what's a secret you've never shared on the show about yourself.
If I haven't shared it yet, I'm not going to share it now. I don't think I have anything though.
I mean, I pretty much shared just about everything.
You do.
I've been to rehab. I'm sober. I don't have a boyfriend.
It's getting you to stop talking about those things. That's hard.
And then I'm getting older, whatever. Screw it. Well, that's not a secret. I've never received any plastic surgery that I haven't talked about.
Okay, I have one. I am a delightful person in real life. That's
You
my
are.
secret.
Why can't you bring that energy to the show?
That would not be fun at all. I would be the most boring person then.
You can be a little nicer. A little bit nicer.
I'm not even that mean though.
You're
Dry.
and negative sometimes.
Well, I'm negative in real life.
Are you? Why?
Yeah. I'm just cynical.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's why. Oh my God! I watched a news program on this
Good Lord.
new whistleblower about UFOs. Holy
All
cow!
right. What's the next
All
question?
right.
Or Eric, what's your answer?
I've told you that I was in a music video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget which song, but yeah.
Sheena Easton.
I was thinking he was thinking more like I
murdered a man in 97.
Yeah, something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, nothing like that. No.
I got away with it too.
This one doesn't have a name. How much money do you guys make?
Doing this?
I know.
Not much.
Oh, my God.
After
so
5
much.
years, we're hoping
We're going to break even one day.
we're never going to break even.
We'll never tell.
Oh my God. Well, it's
This is a charity to
we're
pay me.
trying. Yeah, I know. We're working on it. Oh, we have been working on it for the last 5 years. We get up the hill and then we go down the hill, and then we go up the hill, then we go down the hill. And finally, what was your best guest and your worst guest on the show?
I don't know if we can say
our
worst.
best guest.
I know.
Well, I have a
I have
couple.
an opinion.
Me too.
I have a couple. I love Natalie Vale.
Love Natalie Vale, psychic Natalie Vale, Reverend psychic spiritualist.
I love
Medium.
Mitch and Jason.
Oh my gosh,
that was
yeah.
fun.
They are hilarious.
I love. Oh my God, how to pick? Emily when she was on the show.
Oh,
Love-
Emily.
I mean, come on,
She was good.
she
Yeah.
was great. And Clea from Dollface Club,
Yeah.
Erica, the lady that brought in the goat.
Georgianne Irvine from the Zoo.
Oh yeah.
I mean, there's so many people. And Dave and Jeff from the Dave and Jeff
Oh,
podcast.
yeah.
They were good.
They were great.
Randy.
Tommy.
I think the best was gotta be oh my God, I can't believe I forget his name. The Ghost Hunter.
Oh,
Michael
Michael
Brown?
Brown.
Oh, yeah.
That was the most entertaining one, I think.
Yes.
Especially the first one where you brought all the photos.
Yeah, we've had some really good guests
San
on.
Diego
That was
Ghost
fun.
Tours. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really fun. Okay.
Sister Speak.
Oh yeah, that was a group
Yeah.
that Eric. She was really sweet.
Yeah.
Yes. Now who? I don't want to. Are we speaking telepathically again? Okay. Yeah, we don't want to. We don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
I have a number of opinions on who the worst was.
Do you want to say them?
No. I am curious to know after. Actually, wait, hold on.
Okay, come over here.
Wait, no. I'm just going to mute us real quick.
Okay, mute
'cause
us,
I wanna
mute
hear
us,
it.
mute us. Okay, we're back.
Yeah,
Oh my
that
God.
was funny.
But, and then
Well, we are on the same page.
yeah, we're on the same. Okay, so that's it. That's
I
it
have
so
one.
Oh, you have one. Okay, good.
Yeah. Keith asked, when are we going to take our podcast on the road like some podcasters do?
When we make money.
Wait, we were gonna. Oh gosh, soon.
What?
Oh, okay, not soon. In November, when my show airs, my game show, we're gonna have an outing. But that's November. We're gonna think of something fun to do out and about.
Okay.
I know I'm. It's in here somewhere, but I'm forgetting something that we're gonna be doing.
We'll
soon.
figure it out.
We will.
We'll
go
pull
on
it out
and
of
on.
you.
Yeah. Oh, and somebody asked you. Oh, I didn't write this one down because I was just gonna start with it, and I forgot. It was anonymous. Eric, when did you know you were gay?
Super young. Like maybe 10. I knew I was different.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah.
You didn't really even know what it was, or
No, I had no idea.
Wow.
But I really liked playing like I didn't like sports at all.
Okay.
At all. And I got teased a lot. And I always felt really bad for this one little girl on the block, and I always played Barbies with her.
Aw.
Yeah.
The two little misfits.
Yeah, the two little misfits.
Oh, I'm sad that
Yeah.
you were bullied when you were a kid. I hate that.
Well, you make lemonade out of lemons, and like I didn't care.
That's probably why you don't care about mean comments or anything like
No.
that. You
Don't
give a crap
a shit.
Yeah, who cares?
because
they're just
you've
words.
been through some stuff.
Yeah. So it's just like you either, it's weird when you see like a talk show or whatever, and people are like, I was bullied as a kid and I never got over it. And they're like in their 50s, and I'm all,
You grow from it.
yeah. But times are so different now.
Yeah. Bullying is a whole new level.
It's on a whole new level with social media and stuff, and
Yeah.
people just rip people to shreds, and it's so mean.
It's actually on the decrease due to social media, though. Ironically, they just looked at this, and
Oh, did they?
bullying is actually coming way down because
Good.
of social media.
Well, because
that's good news.
it's terrible.
I didn't get bullied.
Oh my God. What, from Kimberly from 90 Day Fiance, one day we were going through her social media. You can't believe the things people say.
Oh, I can't even imagine.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
just, who are you behind a computer? Where are you? What gives you the right to be such an asshole?
People are just jealous.
Yeah.
Well, like I went.
maybe.
You know what? I don't think I've ever told this story.
Oh, here's the secret that the
boy.
other guy wanted.
Yeah. Here
Well,
you go.
now that I think about
Neil,
it, so
Neil, here's your secret.
I went to a private Christian school, and I was like a kind of a chubby little kid. Even though my mom always fixed me healthy stuff, I would throw it over the fence, and then I would go to this place called the Pop Shop and spend my allowance on like candy and stuff, and that's what I would eat for lunch because I didn't want to eat anything
There's
healthy.
like a pile of lunch
Oh,
bags.
oh yeah. The neighbors found it one day.
The chubby gay kid. That's
Like
the secret.
a bunch of old moldy bread, like
Oh,
in their
no.
big poplar tree or whatever it was.
There's like a pile of it.
Oh, piles of bags.
Mold.
I would just throw like the apple and
are a
rotten apples,
bad
and
boy.
and it was Valentine's Day,
Oh, I can't with this one.
and I think you're probably the only person that knows this other than Marla.
This is heartbreaking.
So we had the desk that lifted up, and you put your books in there, and everybody was getting, Valentine's, like the whole, and I wasn't getting any. And I was like, who cares? Like, and then we broke for recess, and we came back in, and I lifted up my desk for the next class, and there was a huge envelope in my desk with my name on it. And I opened it, and it was the entire school had signed it. Like
kids and all, or the faculty?
No, the kids. And it said things like, you should kill yourself.
Oh wait, what? Wait,
yeah,
what?
You're gross. Like, go home. We don't want you. I mean, horrible. Now, Marla and the core girls that I know, they didn't sign it.
I was expecting a happy twist right
Same.
there.
And
I forgot about this part.
I remember I put it back in my desk, and school ended, and you could tell the people that had signed it were waiting for a reaction. And I put it back in my desk, went home, and I read every single thing that every single person wrote about me, ripped up the card, never told my parents, and that was it.
This
Wow.
explains
Yeah.
a whole lot.
Yeah. And
That is terrible.
yeah, and I will never forget this as long as I live. I landed my modeling contract, and I moved out when I was like 19 and into my own apartment. And I remember my mom calling me saying, "Hey, you got a letter at the house." So I stopped and picked it up, and one of the guys that was horrible to me in school said, "Hey, I heard that you're a model. Would you send my headshot to your agent?"
Oh.
And I remember
you kidding?
ripping that up and throwing it in the trash can and being like,
How did you know at such a young age to not react? Because that is exactly that was the correct thing to do. You didn't give them any pleasure.
no,
Well, you should have gone to a teacher probably. Your
no.
parents.
But About a year later, I was being teased so bad by this guy that sent me his headshot, that one of the teachers told my parents, and my parents were like, because I had already been pulled out of one school because of bullying, and brought to the private school, and that was 100 times worse. And I said, if you pull me out of this school, I will run away. And I was like, and I'm not kidding. And they didn't pull me out of the school.
Because you just didn't want to go through it again.
No, I was like, why? What's the
people.
point?
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Like, it didn't bother me.
And look at all the good friends you have from high school, that your core
people
friends
I've known
are
for 40.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
I want to give you a hug.
Oh no, it was
boy.
no, but this is the thing. You
God.
develop like a hard shell because of it.
Yes,
so people can scream at me all day long, and it does not bother. I'll talk about it, but it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Like you could walk up to me on the street and go,
you never shed a tear over it?
Never.
Dude.
Never.
That's hard. That's hardcore.
But that's the thing. Like, I'll come after people that go after you, or that go after Brian, or that go after my friends, because it affects people differently. I don't give a shit. Like, it does not affect me at all.
Well, you don't get any bad comments. You get only good comments.
Well, no, but like...
But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's like, I just don't feed into that, because it's...
You only feed into it when it's directed at me. Yeah. Oh my God, does he ever? Troll patrol.
Well, and it's...
Because I don't respond to mean comments. I just leave them there. I don't even erase them.
You guys
I just
do sometimes. You do sometimes.
Like, okay, for this 1 million view video we posted and all the mean comments, I haven't responded to one, because I mean, why bother?
It'll make it worse.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
And that's actually just funny, because
so funny.
You have like the flat line for a mouth, but like I get mad.
I hate women like that. Like, they're so...
Yeah. Oh, you just want women that have a mouth open for your tiny dick.
Okay,
like,
okay.
Oh God. Okay. No.
I mean,
we need to go there.
But no, but like, I get mad and I go after people when people question like your abilities as a mother or things like that. I go for the jugular, because that's personal and that's mean. And you are an amazing mom. Like, you have such a good relationship with your kids. So when people say shit like that, or make fun of you because you were in rehab or whatever, and I'm like, let's take a look at your life. Person on the other end, I'm sure you probably live in a double wide. You weigh 400 pounds. You're probably
drinking right now.
Yeah. I'm like, no, you don't get to point that finger and judge at people.
Yeah.
So,
Let's bring this back to our question.
Yes. Anyway.
Well, no, that's it. That's it. We're done. And we're done with it, with this show.
No, we're not.
Oh, wait. What were you going to... What? I forgot.
I'm going to make you laugh.
Oh,
okay.
Okay, here we go. We're going to end with
here we go.
My favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Here's another 1 million views right here.
Oh, my God.
Laura Cain.
Yes.
What does a blind gynecologist and a puppy have in common?
They like to lick something, obviously. I don't know.
They both have wet noses.
Now, the podcast family we have know that I don't like jokes. That's why I'm not laughing. But I do laugh at your face, because you get such a kick out of telling these stupid jokes.
That didn't do it for me either.
Oh, you too.
Did you like the blind one, the reading lips one?
No, because I've heard that one before.
Oh.
I had never heard that. You two bleed sand. Like, what's wrong with you two?
I laugh at funny stuff.
I laugh at witty stuff.
That was witty.
No, it wasn't.
That wasn't
Damn
witty.
it was witty.
It was no.
Anyway, you guys, we love you. Thank you for watching and taking part in our podcast, and love your podcast.
Love your podcast.
I love you, my sweet babies. Bye.